So when the government put out the Paycheck Protection Program, that was meant for small businesses with employees that have 500 or less. Okay. Now, for me, that's not a small business. If I have 500 employees, if I have 500 people working for me, I'm not a small business at that point. Small business, and I mean like really, really small business, I would say maybe 20 to 50 employees. That's what I would range small business. Okay. So 500 is still a medium size, definitely a good medium sized corporation. So with this Paycheck Protection Program, they had a loophole where big corporations can still get money. Now that Paycheck Protection Program, you can get the money and you don't have to pay it back as long as you don't lay nobody off, that you continue to pay your people money. Okay. So they rushed to get all the money, all these major corporations that you've been hearing. Now, the corporation Ashford Incorporated. Now, they're running the Marriott Beverly Hills Hotel and the Ritz Carlton in Atlanta. And the CEO himself is a major Trump donor. He got $59 million intended for the small firms. OK, now that is sick. So what ended up happening once they opened up that Paycheck Protection Program, all these big corporations ran, got all the money. And then the little guys like me and many others that would say, OK, we'd like to apply for that. They're like, oh, it ran out of money. Well, it ran out of money because these big corporations ran and took it all. I mean, why do they have any access to anything that's considered small business? It doesn't say major corporations. Major corporations have had bailouts many times. And we see that they always line up. Now, when black people want assistance from the government, pay attention to this. When black people want assistance from the government, oh, you black people are lazy. Why don't you pull yourself up by your bootstraps? Well, do this and that and the third, right? But when they want money, you notice you don't hear nothing about pull yourself up by your bootstraps. And see, they get millions in welfare. This is considered government welfare, what they're doing. Because really in capitalism, they didn't have to bail none of y'all out. They really didn't. They say, hey, you didn't save money for a rainy day. That's on you. What are you doing with a big corporation that have the Ritz Carlton and you didn't save no money? Why are you trying to get this money? You understand what I'm saying? Don't ever let these people try to shame you and tell you you shouldn't be getting food stamps. You shouldn't be getting this. Now, I'm not saying that you make a life of that. No. But if you need assistance, these people are the last ones to listen to for anything, because they're the biggest hypocrites on the planet. Because look at what they're doing. And they screw their own people at the same time. Now, they said the group's subsidiaries also took home $12.8 million in loans, and subsidiaries of an affiliate company, Braemar Hotels and Resorts, have been granted $15.8 million. So when this brother or sister trying to get a loan for your employees, maybe at your restaurant that you have, or maybe you're a contractor, or maybe you're a truck driver, or whatever you may be, that you got your own business and you say, okay, I'm gonna get in this program and I can keep my people busy. I can keep my people with a job. And now you get there because all the corporations took the money. They just now actually voted and to put more money into that program, but they should not. And I haven't seen the bill, but I would change that from that 500 employee deal. And I would say, no, it'd be up to 50 employees. Because that to me is a small business, up to 50. And to me, if I could pay 50 people, I'm doing very well. So if you're paying 500, you're really doing very well. Because that means you're paying their paycheck, paying their insurance, paying everything. And this is all taxpayer money. So the corporations should not have no access to this whatsoever, because the majority of them get big refunds back on their tax returns. And they do it because they put down, they spent majority of their money all year, and they claim a small profit. So then the IRS gonna send them back a big check because they paid all that money into the business for the year. But leave me a comment. Let me know what you think about these corporations taking money from the small business, which you got plenty of people got small business in our community. You don't have an opportunity to get this because the corporations are lined up and salivating and using their connections at the bank to hurry up and approve them. Think about it. $59 million. That's a connection they had at the bank to give them that. You probably have a hard time getting 30,000. kind of, you know what I'm saying? I mean, it's sick, the greed and the things that go on in this country. But coronavirus, as I told you guys, is exposing every nasty and evil, vile thing in this country.